Welcome back to Chapter 2. This is Section 2.2, Add Real Numbers. So we need to come up with some basic understanding of how to work with signs. Now, when we have two positive numbers and we add them together, that's not really a problem. We know that 3 plus 2 is 5. They both have the same sign. They're both positive, so our answer is going to be positive. Negative 5 plus negative 3. These also have the same sign, so I can just add the absolute values together. Absolute value of negative 5 is 5. Absolute value of negative 3 is 3. Together they equal 8. And since these are both negative, we're going to take our answer, and that's going to be negative also. When things start to get a little more complicated is when we have one number that's negative and one number that's positive. So what I'm going to do is take the number that has the greatest absolute value. Absolute value of negative 7 is 7. And I'm going to subtract 3. And my answer is 4. But when I look back at my original question, 7 is negative. That's got the largest absolute value. It's a negative, so my answer is going to be negative. So negative 7 plus 3 is negative 4. 6 plus negative 2. I take the higher absolute value, which is 6, subtract the lower absolute value. Absolute value of negative 2 is 2, and I get 4. Since 6 has the higher absolute value, that's the sign that I keep. So this answer is positive 4. So let's try a few off the worksheet and see how we do. 7 plus negative 2, the first one here. I'm going to start with 7 plus negative 2. The higher absolute value is 7. So I take 7 minus 2 is 5. Since 7 is the higher absolute value, the answer is 5. Negative 4 plus 3, they have different signs. Higher absolute value is 4. Subtract 3, I get 1. And since 4 has the higher absolute value, and that's a negative, this is going to be negative 1. Two different signs. Negative 5 has the higher absolute value, so I'm going to subtract 2 from 5 and get 3. And since 5 is a higher absolute value and 5 is negative, my answer is going to be negative 3. And then the last one, negative 1 plus 6. 6 is the higher absolute value. I subtract 1 and get 5. And since 6 is a higher absolute value, and that's a positive number, my answer is positive. So try 5 through 8 on your own, and then come back and see how you did.